Tonight, we're learning more about the federal indictment issued against former President Donald Trump. That indictment was unsealed today. It stems from his alleged mishandling of classified documents after Trump left the White House in 2021. The unsealed document contains 37 federal counts, including a violation of the Espionage Act, conspiracy to obstruct, and making false statements. It accuses Trump of sharing classified material with people without security clearance on 2 occasions in 2021. Today, special counsel Jack Smith spoke about the indictment.
We have one set of laws in this country, and they apply to everyone. Applying those laws, collecting facts, that's what determines the outcome of an investigation. Nothing more and nothing less.
Is expected to appear in a federal court on Tuesday. New tonight, reaction is pouring in over Donald Trump's indictment. As the former president denies the allegations, we wanted to know what impact it could have on his fight to return to the White House. Brent Solomon is just back from speaking with voters. Brent.
Hey there, Ed. This case centers around some 100 classified documents. No other president has been charged with a federal crime. Well, tonight, a local law professor telling me, although historic, it might not matter to Trump's devout following. Next month, Republicans are expected to decide when the party will hold its Iowa caucus, widely believed to be a potential indicator of who could best represent the party. Early reports suggest it could happen in mid-January. We wanted to know if Donald Trump's indictment will weigh on voters' minds.
When you are prosecuting someone this popular, with millions of supporters, it's not just about the black letter law. It's really about what is the purpose, what is the point, what are you going to accomplish?
Anders Walker is a law professor at SLU. Although he calls the indictment a, quote, national embarrassment, he says not all voters will see it that way.
What exactly did he take? Did he take information that could jeopardize troops in the field, operations that are underway, national security? And what was his motive? Was he planning to sell those documents? If they've got something like that, then I think there's a good case to put him in jail. But if he just wanted to show off at Mar-a-Lago with a few souvenirs from his time in the White House, well, maybe it's not such a big deal.
As the case works its way through federal court, reaction pouring in at home.
You know, I think it makes people think a little bit more. It is a big deal. I think we should care. I think it's important to be honest.
He's going to run unassailed. Like, it's going to be no issue whatsoever.
I spent some time talking with voters.
I think they shouldn't have done it because he was always going to get away with it. And now that they've done it, the bar is now so low that, like, we can have infinite indictments with no repercussions.
Even if he ends up in a conviction, he might be pardoned. If he wins the 2024 election, he might pardon himself. And if Ron DeSantis wins, he'll probably pardon him anyway.
All right, Missouri Governor Mike Parson responded to that indictment, tweeting, quote, when certain political leaders are protected while in power and others targeted when out, we do not have a just justice system, end quote. Meanwhile, many Democrats, Ann, are calling for accountability.